Look, I'm back. I'm bringing it.
We should be live. Oh, yeah, we are live.
Yes, you're on 2. Remember, go out of the other one, the help one.
But you can't see me on the help one, right? Because I'm not on the stage.
Oh yeah, you're not.
Yeah. But we are live, y'all.
Yo.
We are live on the TikTok.
Mic check. Hold on, let me get to the TikTok wave. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Oh.
Good morning. Hold on, let me get to the top.
Yo.
Hey, wait, go ahead and say what you were saying, Norris, real quick. You were just talking a little crazy real quick, so everybody hear what you were saying.
I've been putting you on game, giving you an education on the hoop, on the culture, letting you know some of that West Coast vibe, where y'all get it from. Snoop Dogg put y'all up on game, and where the funk come from, where the melody, where the vibe come from. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sending y'all the link. You got the link, Jordan. I put it in the group chat. You can send it, or I can just put it out there for the world to see. But Snoop Dogg was talking about how the funk, hip hop, how it originate, how it come from Dayton, Ohio, how it come from the Ohio players, how it come, from the Midwest. I was just educating you on that. The OG, Snoop Dogg is one of the OG of OGs. His music is one of the ultimate, playlists, and he was just giving y'all education on where it come from. And I've been telling Jordan this for a while. Not to brag, just to let him know, just to have an education on what's going on in culture, what's going on in hoops, showing him some D Wade film, showing him some Allen Iverson film, so he don't forget about what was going on before this new era. He has a recency bias, so I got to keep him educated. That's all we was talking about. Monday. It's Monday, baby. Let's go.
You see what I got to deal with on a day-to-day basis?
Monday.
These guys have Bone Thugs and Harmony and feel like he could talk to me crazy. That's all. Is that all y'all got? That's all y'all. Boom.
You're not listening. See, you're not getting the education yet. You still don't got it yet.
Right?
No, that's not. No, that's not. That's not.
It's crazy, bro.
That's not.
Hey,
let me help you out.
Mind you, we haven't even told the audience welcome yet.
Yeah, let me have
him say hi.
Feeling real good, but good morning. Good morning. Bone Thugs and Harmony got this man feeling amazing.
No.
Today.
This ain't Bone Thugs. This is before Bone Thugs.
See, us get the funk mainly from Dayton, Ohio. Right. From
here we go. This is stuff we got to listen to.
Hold on. Listen, you keep talking about Bone Thugs. This is more than Bone Thugs. Listen.
See, us get the funk mainly from Dayton, Ohio. Right. From zapping them, and you know what I'm saying, and then Cincinnati with Boosie them. You know what I'm saying? So nigga, we Ohio players, nigga, at heart. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? We fucks with it in a real way.
What made him even say that?
Hold on. So Jordan, understand what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, this is quoted from the man Snoop Dogg himself. You heard what he said. This ain't no AI trip. This is real life talk. I've been telling you this. I'm trying to give you education. You keep saying Bone Thug. That's one of the platinum. That's one of them. It's many of them. We form the whole culture of it, brother. So just take it. It's okay. We embrace the West Coast vibe, but embrace where it come from. We all come from somewhere, brother. That's all.
See, bro.
It is 8:17 a.m.
Facts. Number one.
Hey, Rick.
Shout out to the Snoop Dogg. Every now and then you might have your unc that sit on the couch and give y'all stories that you're not really paying attention to. But hey, man, I'll give you a little bit of credit today in Ohio. Y'all got Bone Thugs and Harmony and Bootsy.
That's not Dayton. Bone Thugs is Cleveland. That's what you're not listening. You're not getting it. You're in remedial classes right now. You're on the short bus right now. I get it.
To another episode.
I missed a week, man.
You missed 1 week, right?
You missed a week.
I missed 1 week, and this is what I come back to.
Yes.
That's exactly what you come
Thank
back
God
to.
Ray is back.
Facts. But you guys already know what it is. It's time for y'all to get up. It's time for y'all to get up. If you're on the West Coast, y'all better get up. It's 8:18 a.m. on the East Coast. It's 11:18 a.m. And we're up. Hopefully y'all got y'all Starbucks this morning. I don't drink Starbucks. We going full natural, as you would say. We don't need nothing else. We just going just full regular water over here. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. Good morning for another episode of, Switch Cultures Live. Appreciate you guys joining us. We are now on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. We're also going to be putting this to where you guys can listen to this in your cars, everything going on. So appreciate you guys joining us for another episode. But now let's get into the group. We got 2-time. Should we call you 3-time? Because y'all won 3 games or 4 games?
Oh.
4-0.
4-time. We got 4-time. 4-0. New head coach, Norris Cole, also known as the 2-time NBA champion.
Oh.
What's the deal?
Giving educations this morning. Giving out some
I see. This boy won 4 games. You want to have teaching lessons.
AG said Norris Cole the GOAT on TikTok.
Hey.
Yo, shout out AG. Shout out to AG. See, don't pump this guy's head up too much, man.
Shout out to Terry Gooden and Anthony Gooden, by the way.
One of a kind.
You know, I'm one of a kind. Before we go we're gonna go a different order today, and you'll see why. Okay. Next, we got up Ashten, baby ass on fleek, got the Santa Christmas tree in the background because she's giving gifts like Santa. We call her Ashten. Ashten Gooden. And
that was good.
God, how the streets been missing this guy?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. Ray McCallum in the building. Hold on, Ray. Don't tell him where you at. We're gonna let you do the honors and everything. Ray has not been here for the last few days, but he got some great news. And we were going over the times of where we were at in different spots, but we need Ray to tell him the time and then tell him the news that you just had happen for you too.
Yeah, man. I've been traveling for a week, I feel like, bro. It's you can see I ain't lying here. It's 12/21. It's Tuesday out on this side of the world. I'm all the way out here in Ni Hao from China. I got the VPN going, so I apologize if I'm slow and it's choppy, but I'm here. I'm back with y'all. It's been about I missed a week, 5 days, something like that, 4 days.
Yeah,
it's been a week, but you know time goes fast.
I see Norris is bringing the energy like always, putting Jordan in his place, and I'm back with you, Norris. My Midwest brother.
I've been missing you, Ray. I haven't had to hold it down on my own. I'm missing you, dog.
I see that. So I'm here, man. So now we back. We back to it.
Like Young Jesus said.
How did he have that already pulled back? What?
He is locked in.
Welcome back. Hey, we missed you, baby.
Tell him the price is up now. Hey, that boy is in China hoping, cooking up, doing his thing.
I like it.
Yeah, this guy got his own sound effects.
Hey, thank you, Liz Cambage, for the money gun. Hey,
shout out to Liz Cambage in the building. You already know what it is. That boy Ray. Yo, Liz, you gonna be in China too or not?
Let us know.
I think Liz coming out here soon. I know she is.
Yeah, you know Liz coming out there to get that tag and run it up for sure. Yep, she said, yes, sir.
Hey, ni hao.
Yo, shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate you, Liz. Appreciate you, man. Cooking up, doing your thing, making a lot of money, doing a lot of positive stuff too, man. Shout out to Liz Cambage in the building.
Our girl.
Bring us home, Ash. What we got going, man? What's the topics? What we got going?
Did you introduce yourself?
Oh yeah, Jay, where you coming?
We got the, you know what I mean? We got the man with the master plan, Jordan Swish, CEO, founder of Swish Cultures for the culture. Jay Money.
Shout out to that. Appreciate that, Norris.
Hey, Norris, Jordan got the waves going and everything, don't he? I've been going.
Oh man, hey, look, he looked the part, but we gotta make him be the part. He looking the part for sure.
Waves on swim, so they hate on him, huh?
Facts. Nothing but love to you. All out of ghosts up here. I'm going to get real comfortable. Go ahead. Get comfortable. Grab a blanket. Actually, you might not need a blanket. Go ahead and take the blanket off because it's about to get heated in here right now. Hey,
brother.
Get to the topics. Let's talk about the topics. Ash, get us going. Let's get it.
I'm actually scared because they're about to start fighting right away. But anyways, we're going to talk about OKC versus the Spurs. Okay, so OKC versus the Spurs. 111 to 109 in the no. The Spurs beat OKC 111 to 109 in the NBA Cup. Shea had 29 points, 5 assists, but Wemby had 22 points, 9 rebounds in 21 minutes. He was the differentiator, as you guys can see. Yeah, go ahead and fight, y'all. I'm not gonna even. You guys I'm just
gonna sit
Jordan's gonna talk about.
Yeah,
Jordan's going to talk about Shea.
I want to hear what
Jordan's going to talk about Shea. Norris is about to beat him up for some strange reason.
Jay, why the long face, man?
I've been hearing a lot of talks about how Wemby is the differentiator and all that. Hold on, I got to shout out 2 guys. Number 1, we got to shout out the man Castle, man, because I thought I was at White Castle out there. That's what I'm gonna say right now. Stephon Castle, always the one in the third group as the third band member. He like, no, I'm not just Michael Jackson. I'm not Tito no more. Put some respect on my name. I'm not Tito. The boys, Stephon Castle been balling, bro. Number 1, 360 lay off of the one leg, then in and out cross, bro, making defensive plays, picking up high point. Shout out to Stephon Castle and the man swiping. The boy De'Aaron Fox. Looking like he was in Dora the Explorer out there. Swiping, no swiping. Swiping, no swiping.
That sound.
The boy was cooking up too. Man, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I like OKC Thunder. These boys were in the group chat going crazy like it was the Chicago Bulls playing like they won a championship. The Spurs, Ray and them were going crazy in the group chat like Jordan sick. Guys, it's one game. We've only OKC Thunder has lost 2 games, and everybody acting like it's the championship. So
you were about to say we.
Obviously, there's a big threat going on with OKC. They treating these guys like they the Chicago Bulls. So hey, much respect for what OKC got going on because they're out there cooking up right now.
We're not doing that. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. And what you're trying to tell you, we're trying to tell you to simmer down. They're not the 96 Bulls. Let's slow it down. Now it was a good game, though. But you giving these credit to these other young guys for sure. It's the Wembanyama effect. Let's just be clear. The Spurs have been doing a good job without Wemby. They've been doing a good job without Wemby. But to win against an elite team like the Thunder, 22 points in 20 minutes. Okay, 9 rebounds, 2 blocks in 20 minutes of play. Sat the whole first quarter. It's the Wemby show. Don't. All the sidebar, yes, Stephon Castle, he's doing his thing. He's growing. He's making acrobatic plays. De'Aaron Fox, the floor general, fast, clutch, making shots. All that's cool. But it's just like the Spurs. They had Manu, they had TP, they had Kawhi, but number 21 is the one. Big Tim Duncan is the one. Same thing here. All those other guys, they're great in their own right, but you know what make the ship go? The 7'5" kid from France. Victor Wembanyama. It's the Wembanyama show. And he put the world on notice.
That boy added some height to the man. That's how hype he is. That boy said 7'5".
It seemed like a mountain out there, bro. Did you watch him? They putting Alex Caruso on him, fouling him. He just shooting fadeaways over him. He blocking shot, running the court. Like, Chet is normally the tallest guy on the court, affecting stuff. Got that shot blocked too. Right? Chet. You too short. Not today. Not tonight. Contesting,
Robalito said, Dillon Harper doing his thing too. Hey, yo, my bad, yo. Hold on. I got to give myself to Undertaker. That boy DP out there doing his thing. Dillon Harper going crazy. For love of God, when we start bringing the ball down, Caruso swiping everything. Facts.
Yeah.
Keep going.
He tried that swipe down, and it was right. Wemby shot right over the top of it, and it was a foul. They ain't call it, but he double clutch faded on it. But Wemby's the guy. He showed that he impacts change at an elite level. Those other guys are really good players, but what makes them go over the top from a decent team to a championship contending team this big fella. And in order to beat OKC, if you don't have a Wembanyama type of effect on the game, you're not going to beat them. And there's not many teams that's fit to beat OKC, but they are. They have perimeter defense like OKC does. They have talented wings, 4-5 of them like OKC does. And they have a game changer. SGA is, the game changer for OKC. They have Victor Wembanyama, which is their cheat code. So I think they match up well, and I'm looking forward to seeing this little rivalry.
Hey, what table is Wemby sitting at?
Wemby ain't at nobody's table yet, but boy, he keep playing like this, he gonna enter that. I'm not gonna. I don't speak.
You see, this guy be acting like we're in Skid Row or something. Like dudes trying to get tables, they gotta wait outside.
Hey, look, Ray missed the whole table segment.
We'll have a table talk another time. And hey, double cup.
Don't worry, Ray, we'll catch you up.
At the top right look like David Jones Garcia from the Spurs. That's crazy, bro. You said I look like David Jones Garcia? That's nuts, my dog. I'm gonna put on my guy.
What does David Jones Garcia look like?
He throwing shots.
Shout out to David Jones. Yeah, he tried to throw some shots a little bit, but he said, I hope you see this matchup in the playoffs again. Yeah, we probably are. We probably are. I want you guys to speak on the Caruso thing, because a lot of casuals is out there. It's like, why is Caruso guarding Wemby? Number one, I hope you guys watched when Caruso, he did all last year guarding Jokic. Like, obviously, the people didn't watch, and Ashton's focused on the David Garcia.
I never got to see that before.
Oh, my God, that's crazy.
I've never seen that before.
Hey, whoever throwing shots at my boy Jordan, just know I got jokes for days. Don't let me find your profile. I'm gonna fry you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right. Go ahead, Jordan. Don't do that.
I want you guys to answer for the people out there as to why Caruso guards Wemby, because he guarded Jokic in last year's playoffs. He always guards the hybrid bigs that can put the ball on the floor. But I want you guys to explain why, Ray and Norris.
Go ahead, Ray.
I mean, I would say like you're a bigger guard, bigger player. You got someone small, like just playing like pest defense on you. It's just tough. It's something different, It's a little different way you'll see than playing against someone, the biggest guy, tallest guy on the floor. Caruso's strong too, and he can move. He can move his feet. He's a physical defender. It gives you a different look. It gives you a different dynamic to the team. Then you can have help. You can have the other guys help off with Caruso out there. You can switch. You can rotate. So he gives you a different dynamic. But he's aggressive. He's an aggressive defender. That's what he's out there to do. And for his size, he's strong. And I think someone just is always annoying having someone up under you at all times. And that's just what he does. But I mean, it's just not going to happen with Wemby, I would say. I mean, it's just one of those things where Wemby doesn't really see him. He's not really fazed by him. So they just trying to give a different look. I don't really know who they have that can really guard Wemby in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jokic is not as tall as Wemby. He's a bigger individual than Wemby, but he doesn't move as well. He doesn't, he can shoot it the same thing, but they're two different players. So I can see it working on Jokic a little bit more, but Wemby can move. He's quick. He's athletic. And like Norris said, 7'4", 7'5", he's going to shoot right over you. But, it was cool to see. But as you saw down the stretch, it wasn't enough.
I'm going to say what allows Caruso to do that is the Oklahoma City's team defense. Joker has no issue with Caruso. Joker scored 40 or 50 points on Caruso. But the other players around them, the aggressiveness that they have in OKC, their help defense, their active ball pressure to where it's even hard to get a post touch in there, that's what allows Caruso to do that. And Caruso understands body positioning. He understands picking them up early. He don't let them run down to the block. He chucks them. He starts his chuck at the 3-point line. And then you have to go through all the other help defenders, so you never get a clean catch on the block. So I think that's how they're able to do it. It's not Caruso by himself, because man-to-man, one-on-one, both of those guys will scorch him. But because of the help defense, the aggressive nature of their team, and Caruso's ability to play to the help where he knows where the help is, I think that's what allows it. And I also think that's kind of the issue with the NBA. Bigger guys don't really know how to punish smaller guys. That's part of the lack of post skill set guys have a lot of guard skills in today's game, but not a lot of guys know how to take a guy who's shorter or smaller and punish the switch, which is, some of the things we talk about, in the past about this era versus other eras. That's one of the things when you have a smaller guy like Caruso and you're 6'10" or you 7 foot, you're supposed to take him straight down to the block and punish him. But this league doesn't teach that. So it makes Caruso kind of look even better. Not that he's not a good defender, but it makes him look even better because offensive guys are not equipped to punish the switch.
Yeah. And number one, Smoking Good said, does Wemby have to learn how to play with his back to the basket or no? It's kind of crazy you said that. I'll let you guys speak to it, but we're around Wemby a lot this summer. He got the old school feel. He don't want the cameras around, private runs, joints. So I respect it. He works a lot in the post and the elbow. I think like Norris said, like system-wise, you don't get a chance to see it because it's not in the system. But don't be surprised if that does get brought in at times during the playoffs. A lot of times people don't show everything. But you guys can answer the question in terms of y'all think about his post work.
I think he's getting better at it. I see him, especially early this season, he was asserting himself on that mid block, shooting fadeaways and all of that. So I can tell that he's working on it. Obviously, there's more work for him to do. He's still a young player. He's not a finished product. So obviously, there's more work for him to do. He has Tim Duncan, who's his mentor, who's going to show him, everything there is to show him. I mean, he's one of the best post players to ever play. When you talk about touch shots, left and right shoulder, off the glass, jump hooks, all of those things. So he has the right teaching. It's just you got to give him time. He's young. So he's really good at it now, but obviously he can get better at it.
Yeah. And I think, like he said, like Norris said, he's young and he'll get there over time. He's got Tim Duncan. And, one thing I like for him is like last year I would say he took more. I mean, I don't know the stats straight up, but I feel like last year he took more threes than he's taking this year. And I like how he's playing out the mid-range a lot more, which makes a lot of sense. It's an easier shot for him. He's closer to the basket. A lot of times he's missing. He can get his own rebound, go right back up with it. So I think like for him, like each year you're seeing progress in his game. And we also got to remember he missed almost half the season last year with the blood clots and all that. So, he's only been able to prepare this whole mid-range, now the low post game this past, 6 months. So it will get there over time. But I think the low post for sure. But it's a different NBA now. Like, you don't really get post touches like that. You don't got to, like, the spacing, the way the game's set up, like, you don't really feed the post. So there's a lot of times where he's playing off the dribble, and that's why he's able to get to his spots in the mid-range area. But I think there will be a time, when they get to the playoffs and everything's scouted where he will have to be able to, play with his back turned to the basket. But, I mean, with his size and his skill ability, I'm sure he already has that. We just haven't really seen it that much.
I think the league gonna change too. The league is not there right now, but with guys like him, you gotta adjust the league. You're not gonna be having him way out there on the perimeter and he the biggest guy on the court. That don't even make sense. So the league will adjust. And if it's 4 out, 1 in, guess who's gonna be the 1 in? Wemby. Yeah. So he gonna start to get more post touches, especially in the postseason.
What do you mean with the adjustments? Like, what kind of adjustments need to be made exactly?
Well, the league is a perimeter-oriented league right now. It's a three-pointer or layup league. But we was talking about last week how the mid-range and how the post is coming back with Shea and guys like Joker and guys like Wemby. They're going to bring it back. They're going to bring it back because they're so dominant in those areas, and other teams are going to have to compete with that. And you can't compete with that by coming down, shooting off the dribble threes, and then they just going back down, scoring mid-range, drawing fouls, and making timely threes. Like, it don't make sense. So the league eventually will catch up. Eventually.
Yep. Yeah.
Because when we was playing, we would feed the post. You would play outside. You play inside out.
There's no 6'4" guy guarding a 7-footer. That's straight. The players all go down there, punish them until they take that guy out. Like, that's straight. The offense is over with. Like,
But now you got Embiid, you got Jokic, you got Wemby, all 7-1 and to 7-4, either bringing the ball up sometimes, they're on the top of the key, they're in the corner. Like, you got footers on the perimeter. You know what I mean? So it's totally different. But what he's saying is, with those guys and a guy like Wemby, at some point we got to get the game back to playing inside out. You got to feed the post. You got to play inside. But
What's
analytics,
harder?
man? Analytics changed the game.
Yep. Well, what do you think is harder? Do you think going from FIBA rules to NBA rules or NBA rules to FIBA? In regards to
NBA rules to FIBA is harder because in the FIBA, I mean, FIBA has more rules. So to come to the NBA, it's like freedom. You get freedom of movement, you get freedom of space, bigger court, less accountability. When you go from NBA to FIBA, the lines is shorter, the rules are different, the goaltending, the defensive three, you got to learn almost a whole different style of game. And so I would say going from the NBA to FIBA is harder than coming from FIBA to the NBA as far as like gameplay, like as far as rules are concerned. I mean, just look at the USA. If we don't send our top players, we don't be winning the gold. Like we have to send our Avengers to win the gold medal. It used to be, not like that, but because the FIBA game is, changed so much. Anytime we don't send our best, we don't be coming away with the gold. So that just lets you know the difference in FIBA rules. The ball is different. Everything is different. The whole floor, the field, and everything is different.
Yeah. No, I was just wondering in Wemby's case because, him having to make that adjustment, but he's doing really well. I always wonder how it was for, European athletes.
I think like the top, like you take like Luka, you take the top European players that like dominate in Europe, and then you put them in the NBA game where they got that same role. To me, they look better in the NBA because you got more room to operate. You got more spacing. We're in Europe or overseas, like what Norris is saying, is packed. Like it's very hard to score. You know what I mean? They can bump, they can foul more than in the NBA. Like look how much space Luka has to just dance at the top of the key to get to a jumper. He can get by you. And if it's in Europe, he's in Real Madrid, he gets by that first defender, it's another guy coming right away. So either he's taking a tough shot or he's got to skip and make that pass. Where in the NBA, he's got so much more space where he got more room to operate. Where in Europe, him getting 18 was like, man, but now that 18 he's getting in Europe can be 40 that he's getting in the NBA. You know what I mean?
And it's a shorter game too. It's 10-minute quarters.
Yeah.
It's not 12. So it's the clock is always running. So it's harder to score larger points just because the way the time is.
And a lot less possessions. A lot of game too.
Yep.
Yeah.
SG said he can just turn around and shoot, pass out the double team. Yeah, in the post. Top of the morning. What's good, gang? No one's gonna be a good convo. You already know what time it is, bro. Appreciate you. And defense is less physical in the NBA. Yeah, you could. Would you say you could arm bar a little bit more and hand check a little bit more in overseas? To me, I feel like And two, number one, off of hedges, right? I feel like in the NBA, you don't see as much hedging because of the space, but in overseas, if you don't hard hedge on ball screens, meaning what I mean by hard hedging is when a guy sets a screen, you're going to see the big man literally slide his feet to push the guy up the floor. Kind of shows like a double team. For those of you guys don't know what a hedge is, over there, you got a hard hedge and make sure the guy hits you with contact. In the NBA, you hit a dude with contact, it's most likely going to be a foul. You're going to get two cheap ones, situation like that. So, yeah, that's kind of like a little bit of the difference. That paint is crazy packed. Kind of like college in a sense in terms of like the paint being packed, like where you can't just score and get a bucket in the inside. Just imagine Wemby being able to not have defense at 3 seconds.
Just stand in there and go 10.
He would have 10 blocks, bro.
I think Nico was talking about that.
Bro. And you can knock the ball off the rim. Like if you don't make it swish and it's rolling up on the rim, over there you can just knock it off the rim. So Wemby would go from averaging 2 blocks to like 7 blocks every game.
Oh, hell, heck no.
Like just like you said, smoking good. You said, I love the defense overseas, but I love the offense in the NBA. Yeah. You guys would be like, bro, if it was FIBA rules in the NBA, you guys would be like, I don't like this. This is not fun. Like,
this is not fun.
Bro. 60, I'm saying though, bro, scores would be like 70 to 75.
Oh, it'd be low scoring. It'd be a low scoring.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I think we're more talented, so we would still score over here. I mean, some of those guys are not athletic. That's why they you know, those 7-footers over there, they block shots, but they block shots because they're already standing there. They're not like 7-footers with 40-inch verts. Over here, we got guys 6'10" with 35, 40-inch verts. So even if you chuck them, they still gonna be getting some, you know, some buckets. These guards are super fast, like De'Aaron Fox and D Book and Steph Curry still lit up the FIBA now. Let's be clear on that. Like, we're gonna still score. It's just not gonna be 135, 150. Like these guys give up 135 in regulation. Like, come on, like this is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's true.
What's wrong with 100? What's wrong with 190? What's wrong with that? Why we got to be 135? Like, why can't?
Because that ain't entertaining. That's not entertaining. It's not. That's bad basketball, bro. And that's what they want. They want the game to be faster. That's the difference of we talking about the NBA and like the overseas is like they slowing the game down. Which I'm not saying I don't want to play like that where you using the whole shot clock and things like that. But I mean, you can't compare that FIBA to the NBA because the skill that the players and the shot making ability that they got in the NBA is just to a whole nother level where they still gonna score a lot of points. It's just gonna be it would be good. It would be like more like probably like 90s basketball a little bit where it's a little bit more physical, you know what I mean? You're not seeing guys out here scoring 120 points. You know, that's just not like what we're doing now is we're getting 130, 140 points because it's all threes and layups. It's just you score a layup, we're gonna go. Yeah, you score a layup, we're gonna go down and out. We're gonna beat you by shooting threes. You get a 2, we're gonna go hit a 3. You get another 2, we're gonna go hit a 3. Like it's just like this. That's all it is. And then the analytics say that's how you gonna win games by having more possessions and getting more shots up. So it's like it ain't about getting stops right now into the playoffs.
And they put a point of emphasis for the refs to not slow the game down. Like they probably won't ever come out publicly and say that, but it's a point of emphasis to keep the game flowing fast. Because if they put a point of emphasis on defense and allowing the defense to compete like they do in the playoffs, I think we'll have more competitive games and we'll get to see real offensive geniuses. Like guys are scoring great shot makers now, but imagine being able to show your creativity against a guy who can actually guard you, who can actually touch you sometime, bump you, and you still have the artistry to be able to make shots. That's one of the reasons why people appreciate and love Allen Iverson and Kobe and Mike Jordan and, you know, some of the guys that played earlier, even like LeBron, like he played earlier in the 2000s, guys that played through contact and still was able to show their creativity as scorers. You get a true appreciation because it's like, man, they getting bumped sometimes, grab, foul, and they still able to show their offensive skill. Like, I wish we could get back to that.
Yeah. Next thing that we definitely got to talk about with this OKC Spurs. Number one, I'm tired of the crying, bro. There's been a lot of crying going on about these foul drawn, bro. And I'm tired of the crying. I'm very tired of it. Number one. Y'all crying about Shea shooting a jumper and someone being under his space and y'all saying that he's drawing a foul? Like, bro, how are you supposed to shoot? You guys want them to just stand straight up and shoot a regular jumper?
Yes, that's exactly what we want. Stop flailing your feet. Yeah,
bro, exactly what you mean? Bro, the dude was underneath his landing space. I don't understand that. He wasn't.
He didn't shoot a natural jumper. He kicked his feet, both of them, unnaturally.
Bro. No, at number one, Norris, as you know, Norris, number one, a lot of people kick their feet, number one, so players can't get to the ball. Is that yes or no?
Make it okay, though. That ain't the defense's fault.
Did Jordan not kick his feet? Did Dirk not put the knee up so people can't get to it? I don't understand. Why is this such a problem?
It's because they wasn't getting foul calls. It's a fadeaway. Jordan faded away. He didn't shoot straight up and kick and flail his feet like that. Dirk was fading away. He wasn't shooting knees straight up, right? Like he was fading away. These dudes are shooting straight up jumpers, kicking, flailing their feet, foul merchant. That's what we said. We don't want that.
Yeah, all right, look, D-Wade said, and this is where I go. D-Wade just said this too, by the way. He said the best players, he said, this is in terms of Shai Gilgeous and drawing fouls. He said the best players, the high IQ players, find a way to manipulate the game, right? And it's really about understanding. His understanding of the game, of body movement, of defenses, he's smart enough to know how to get the call. Like, you know what I mean? And so I don't feel like it's a bad thing. That's what he just said.
Nah, and that's a great perspective from a guy who scored a lot of points and who understands, like he said, when you can manipulate the rules, manipulate the game until somebody catch on to it, I'll keep doing it too. But it's okay for people to also say, I don't like seeing that. because he's a good player already. I mean, we're not going to take away from Shai's, greatness, but we also can say, hey, man, just like James Harden back in the day, we thought he was special, but we also was like, bro, this dude, all he do is try to draw fouls. Same thing. We can't act like that for James Harden and not do the same thing for SGA. We got to keep the same energy. James Harden had to go through it. Shea Butter going to get the same. I mean, he going to keep doing it anyway, but people can complain about it if they want. They can. He grabbing dudes, flailing. Like, sometimes people don't like that. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay. So Shea per game's averaging 9 free throws. Peak Jordan averaged 10.7 free throws. I'm tired of it.
Hey, yo. How do we get here every time?
Why he got to go to Jordan?
How do we get here every time?
Let me educate him. Jordan was really getting fouled. Really getting fouled. Like, really fouled. He wasn't flopping. He was actually really getting fouled. Like, really upside the head, really getting fouled. Not
you see what I'm saying, bro? You see what I'm saying?
No.
Hey, Ray.
No. Listen, I've been gone for 5 days. I'm seeing what you're saying. I know what you're saying. This is the problem, Jay. You done gassed this Thunder situation.
Here we go. Pippen and Jordan. There you go. Them two about to win the championship together. You see Jordan to the left, Pippen to the right. Go ahead.
To the point where the game the other day, the Cup game, was one of the best Cup games we've probably seen in a long time. You got 2 good teams in the West, 2 young teams that now they saying this could be a rival. And they ended up beating your Thunder. And now, did they not? Did they not beat your Thunder?
They beat them.
Why he making faces, okay. Jordan?
Right. I'm speaking facts. They beat your Thunder. You had something prepared for us today about how great their defense is and the whole spiel that you have for us, and it just didn't happen. We're not trying to discredit anything about Shea. We know Shea's one of the great young players. He's on his way to possibly be back-to-back MVPs. His team is in position to go back-to-back champs. So all the things that you're saying that he's on the list to get, Norris and I agree with you. It's all happening. But you keep backtracking here and trying to compare it to MJ, to Cole, everybody. It is what it is. So on Wednesday night, we're going to watch the Spurs go out there and play the Knicks in the Cup, and we're going to keep it moving.
Right. Thank you, Ray.
I'll give you if you want your bomb, go ahead.
Wow.
I like that how you said it's civilized. Maybe it's me. I'm too animated. He don't understand. He keep going with Jordan. Average 10 free throws. Let you leave Jordan alone. Like, stop.
Shea, he's a foul merchant. Bro, Shea really one of those. You don't shoot 50, 40, 90 if you're not one of them boys. I don't understand.
We never said that.
We never said this. Sometimes he exaggerates his stuff.
Got to zone up.
Hey, when you guys say we never said this, I be screaming.
Bro, I'm just saying, like,
I don't know.
Teams got to zone up on drives to guard Shea. Y'all over here talking this nonsense, bro. I just don't understand this. Like,
nonsense. You compare him to Michael Jordan. That was the nonsense.
Free throws
Monday morning bull crap right there.
Jordan had 3 points.
Wait.
No one said a word. I just don't get this.
So we have a comment by Eating the Clips, just a poor performance from J-Dub and Chet. We should have just matched up with Chet guarding Wemby in the clutch. How do you guys feel about that?
Wemby would have cooked him. That's why they didn't do it, and they know that. That's exactly why they didn't do that. One-on-one Wemby, Chet. We seen what that matchup looked like. They've been doing that matchup since they were 17. It was not looking good for Chet.
I disagree with that one. Only because a lot of their lineups when Chet was on the floor was without Hartenstein. I mean, when Wemby was on the floor was without Hartenstein. I think they need to go back to the Hartenstein. I think they feel like they should have played Hartenstein more, but Hartenstein was on a minutes limit because this was his first game back too in like 14 or 13 games. So I would say, a lot of your shot protection is coming from Chet. So that's why you didn't see it as much. Every now and then you will see Chet try to press up, but you need Chet to alter shots on the drives because when you pick up high point and you got guys like Fox or super fast that get that paint touch, You got to have someone alter the shots. So I feel like that's why we didn't really see that as much. When Wemby comes in the game, I would have loved to see a little bit more Hartenstein Chet in them situations, which I think will be a changer that you do see to me. But I'll let you go back to you, Norris, on that, because I don't want to just skip my point.
That's a playoff adjustment that they don't want to show right now. Because if you do put Chet on Wemby, you got to have somebody else behind, because Wemby can go off the dribble past Chet. Like, let's be clear. And Wemby can shoot over Chet. So if you got Hartenstein back there, now you got two guys that can, contest if Wemby decides to drive. If you only have one of them on the court, one, you don't want to get Chet in foul trouble. That's one. But two, like Jordan said, he is a good help side shot blocker, and he can deflect passes. So if Wemby does get by like a Caruso, you will have Chet to be able to alter the shot versus him guarding Wemby straight up. And then if Wemby get by him, there's nobody else going to be able to contest him. So I understand what you're saying, Jordan, but I don't think that Chet can keep up with Wemby in like a full game matchup situation. I don't think that would be smart, because I think he would catch fouls. I think it would take away from his offense.
Yeah, he would get fouls.
Yes, and then it would take away from his offense, would take away from Oklahoma City's offense.
And while you're talking about these young Spurs, you got to look at it too. I know you said Hartenstein was on a minute restriction. Wemby only played 20 minutes himself.
I know he came off the bench. That's what I was mentioning. Like,
right,
the adjustment. Yeah, the adjustment wasn't. They didn't have Hartenstein in on the times Wemby came in the game. So Chet was on the perimeter. So that's why we didn't see him guard Wemby as much. And you saw Caruso because you needed him in help, because Fox was out, and Castle and Dillon, they get into the paint at will. So you need kind of the rim protection from Chet. It's kind of crazy, and I'm glad that we did mention this. It's a little bit like the teams really do match up really well with each other. You have a lot of high point defenders where they do pick up very high, and you have your rim protectors when you got Wemby and you got Chet. Do you feel like the NBA now is going to look at these two teams and be like, this is the formula? That's why I do not see the Spurs making a trade, because you got the young boys, you got your young stars, you pay them, then you got the young boys coming in on rookie scales, which means you got them on $14 to $15 million salary for the next 4 years when you draft a guy very high. So you feel like this is the new wave that we're going to see more teams at NBA do at that Spurs OKC lineup.
But yes and no, because it's a copycat league, but one team has SGA and the other team has Wemby. So I just don't see another SGA just popping up here in the next couple of years. I don't see a Wemby just popping up here like in the next couple of years. Now it could happen, but I think what we've been talking about OKC for a couple of weeks now, like on the thing that's best for their team is their superstar Shea, how he is as a player, how he is as a leader, how everybody on that team fits into their roles. They're certain character guys, like everybody's bought in. Our players have all gotten paid, you know what I mean? Like it just flows. And then you got the Spurs where you got a whole bunch of hungry young guys. You got a couple of vets out there like Harrison Barnes, who's won a championship, who knows his role. And then you got, Harper, and you got Castle, and you got Fox, who's been an all-star. So the balance, it works, and then the guys coming off the bench for the Spurs as well, like they know their roles as well. And I just don't know if in this era, like, are all the young guys going to be bought in like these two teams? Like, guys are trying to get paid, one, and then two, like, teams just don't have an SGA. They don't have a Wemby. So, you can try to build through the draft, but it's going to take a while for sure.
Yeah, I think this is one way that it could work. These two teams are showing, hey, if you have one superstar and then you get a core group of high character, talented guys, that's one way to work. But you also got the Laker way that they trying to do that can work. Sign a star free agent and then build around him that way and possibly pair him with another star. That way can work too. There's a guy that's out there that's going to be probably on the market in a couple weeks, if not a week for sure by next season, probably, who's a whale, what we call a whale, that's going to be available by the name of Giannis. guys like that, when they get on the market, shift the balance of power wherever they go. You know, KD did it, Bron did it. Luka is trying to do it. He haven't closed the deal yet, but those other guys closed the deal and won championships when they did it. So you can try it the OKC way, but you better have great leadership. You know, you got Sam Presti, and then you got the leadership, you know, that was from Pop in the Pop era in San Antonio. That's supreme leadership with superstars, with high character guys. Not every organization is led like that. Not every organization has players like that. So that's one way. But you got the other way, like the Laker way, or like the Miami Heat way, where, you know, you go out there and fetch you a superstar, and then you build around them. And, you know, so I think that's going to be the beauty of watching what can transpire over the next couple of years. Which way is the league going to go? And so I'm interested to see which way the league goes with that.
Let me ask you this, Ashton, in chat. What way would you guys rather have it if you were a GM, Ashton? Like, we're going to give you your GM hat, right? Would you rather be, you know, the team that gets the Giannis or the Luka for the power? Or would you rather build in the draft, have a star, take 4 or 5 years a little bit, but have a group where you could keep building over some time and have it that way? So you can have the OKC way, or do you want to be the Lakers way? Which way would you rather have it?
I always look from a marketing hat, so I would be like, man, let's bring a star in real quick so we can get some dollars in our pocket. We need to get the fans in here.
So, but you got to win a championship too, though. You got to win a championship, man. I should look at just the money.
I feel like because you brought up Giannis, man, if we could take Giannis and then start building pieces around him, I would like that personally. I think you could really work with that. Because you don't know, with the draft, it's all based off of potential. And we know how that kind of goes. You really got to know what you're doing, or we could be in a really bad situation. So I think I would take let's bring a superstar over here and build around him for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree with her.
Do you guys see a route where, because this is one thing that I've noticed, especially too now in this NBA, I feel like scoring, those guys that just score with the empty stats, score buckets, I feel like that's not being valued as much as people think anymore. I think people want the two-way guy, shoot the high percentage, maybe in the three, but I really feel like the two-way guy is about to be a lot more valuable than whereas in the past where you see a guy score 20, 25, he get paid big money. A lot of them guys, if you score and you don't help your team win, you're not going to get paid nothing, to be honest with you. They're going to have you wait all the way until, you know, it's time to get signed where you're a free agent to get signed. I don't think we're going to see I don't think those guys that you see before where you score and that's it. And, you know, the Lou Wills, I would say. I think Lou Will could pass, though. So I don't want to say him as an example, but you know what I mean. Like,
and he didn't get.
I don't want to cut you off. Yeah, he didn't. And I don't want to cut you off, but I think one thing too is where the league is going now with like something like what you're naming is guys averaging 25, whatever. But then they're doing it on bad teams. Now what the league is saying is like, oh, he's doing that on a bad team. So they discrediting your work now for doing it on quote unquote a bad team. I don't like that part. Because I'm like, bro, if you're going to get a bucket, you get a bucket. It don't matter but I get it, if you're on a winning team or not. That I can't control the fact that my team might just not be that good.
That's true.
And the teams are using that as a way to not pay guys. So someone who wants 25 to 40 million the next season, and the team only wants to give them 5 or 6 million, like, you know, with the way the cap is set up, being a restricted free agent, like, it's hurting guys. So I don't like that. Now, Lou Will and those guys, yeah, like Jamal Crawford, like, they were some of the coldest buckets off the bench, 6th man of the year. Like, we don't really see that anymore, you know? And then, like, kind of what Norris is saying, like, they didn't get paid what they should have got paid. Well, Lou Will definitely think he got underpaid from what I but I think the way the game is going now.
That's why I'm really asking you, but I'm just saying I'm seeing a trend. It's about to shift.
Who?
I hate it. But
I think Cam Thomas should get paid.
That's what I'm saying. They want guys now that is 3 and D, you know what I'm saying? And then you can pair them with some superstars, or pair them with around a Luka, pair them around Austin Reeves now, or LeBron. We can use the Lakers, for example. That's what they want. They want someone who can knock down a corner 3, who can get out and get a bucket in transition, and then possibly be able to guard one of your, 1, 2, or 3 options on the other team.
I like that.
It's hard now.
Yeah, it's nuance to it though. I like that they're not just looking at random stats. I think they care about how you score. Like, can you score and still have an offense be ran through you, or is it you have to dribble, and shoot, and never nobody else get in rhythm? Like, does that work? I think just averaging a certain amount of points, you shouldn't get a certain amount of money just because you do it. You have to be a nuance to it. So your team may not win, but are you making winning plays? Are you showing the potential that the system can be built around you? Because when a team pays you top dollar, they're not paying you just to score. They don't pay LeBron, Luka, Wemby just to score. They pay them to form their team around them. So their scoring allows there to be a functional team. And so if you're a scorer, but we can't form a team around you like that guy Cam, that's why they didn't pay him. They like, man, look, he can score, but we can't form our team around him. So there was a difference in where he thought he should be paid versus where they thought he should be paid, so they didn't come up with nothing. If they could have came up with like something in between, that would have been good, because he is a talented scorer, but you can't pay him top dollar and have your whole team be based around him.
But what do you do in that situation as the player?
That's what the team did. The team was like, oh, man, we'll wait. If we can't come to a number, he wanted one number, they wanted this number, they couldn't come to an agreement, so he bet on himself, which, I'm not a gambler, but some guys bet on themselves, which is good, because sometimes you strike gold. And then the team is like, well, we'll wait and prove yourself. And if you prove yourself, the team will have to pay. So that's what they did. Because he's an elite scorer for sure. But the way he scores, you can't build your team around him. He can't be your franchise guy. Like Giannis, like Wemby, like SGA, like Brunson, like Tatum.
Do they tell them that? Do they tell the players that?
They might not say it in those words, but they said it by not paying him $300 million, $100 million. That's how they told him that. We don't believe in that. Yep, that's plain and simple. They proved.
And then you look at a guy like Josh Giddey. That's another example. I know who's in the same category this summer with the whole free agency thing. I know he wanted a little bit more than they ended up wanting to give him, but kind of what Norris is saying, like compared to Cam Thomas, Cam is a bucket. I mean, we all will say that. Everybody in the NBA will say that. But what he's saying is like, Sean Marks is like, I'm not building my team around him. With the Bulls over there, they've been winning games, and it's Josh Giddey's dynamic is a little different. Like, he's scoring the ball, but at the same time he's getting rebounds, and at the same time he's getting assists. He's more dynamic in the sense of he's bringing more to the team. Like he can do 3 things. You know what I mean? What I mean? And he can bring a little bit more to the table than just to go out there and get you 25. So,
bro, he got underpaid. What the heck?
You expensive,
I know. Man, that man is expensive. That man is expensive. 25. Man, hey, Chicago Bulls, embrace this man, to be honest with y'all, because he could have been like, you know what? I'm waiting. I ain't going no. I'm gonna sit here and wait. Y'all over here playing around.
This real money.
But,
We're gonna wait on $100 million. They gave him $100 million now, $100+ million.
Hey,
that's a big deal.
Yeah,
hey, that man could have got about, if he would have waited again, he would have got about. It would have been at 140, 150. I'm not.
You just never know. You never know when it's there. You gotta take it, dog.
So wait, hold on. We have a question from Pip Talk first. We kind of Pip Talk Sports said, do you think that the Spurs are a piece away, or do you think that they have all necessary pieces now? And then we'll do the top of Maureen's question.
Yeah,
I think it depends on your expectations. If you're talking about this year, they could be competitive because they're young. If you're talking about
what does that mean? Explain what competitive means.
I mean, I would say they wouldn't be the favorite, but they could compete with anybody, on any given day because they're young. But if you get a piece like a Giannis, you become a favorite, and it becomes an expectation. Like, no one expects the Spurs to win the championship this year. They will say they have young talent. They have a chance, maybe if they play well, but you never know with the youth how they'll play. If you get one big piece like we said, like a Giannis, now all that go out the window. It's like win now. We expect you to win. It's a failure if you don't win. Right now, they're able to build process. You go out there and you put a piece in there. Now it's like, okay, all bets are off. We got to win now. And so I think that would be the difference. So they can stay how they are and just keep building and maybe win. And in 2 years, they're going to be expected to. In 2 years, it's going to be expectation like, hey, the Spurs are on the clock. But if you go get a big piece now, the process is like, hey, bump all that growth. It's time right now. Because you guys like Giannis, they not going nowhere where they waiting. Like when KD went to Houston, he wasn't going to no rebuild. He was like, hey, I'm going somewhere where I can win now. So it depends on what piece you bring in.
I like to take your time approach, bro. Once you get to win, the pressure in that mug get a little different in there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that timeline goes, the sand, the little sand with the hourglass.
They turned it upside down.
Bro, I'm cool with doing it the OKC and the Spurs way, bro. That's why I don't think that the Spurs make a trade, especially after they won. After they won this game, I don't think we seen that Spurs trade. For Giannis, just being honest. After they won that and they feel like they got the recipe, I don't see it, me personally. So I'm cool with if you got it, when you get a Wemby and Shea, like, Norris and Ray just talked about, you guys got one of those guys, we can build slowly. Now, if you one of them other teams that got to like go now and y'all don't got that Shea or Wemby, then yeah. But the high pickup and all that, I like it. And then Ashton, go ahead and read the next comment from Top of the Morning.
Yeah. Top of the Morning asks, do you guys think that the pass first guards are dying?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't want to say they're dying. They're not getting the opportunity to be on teams anymore. Scoring at the point guard position is what's more respected. There's guys out there that are floor generals that can come down and create offense for others, but they're not valued as high anymore. So they're not dying. They're out there. They're just not getting picked up because the league is going to more. You have to be a threat to score now because they have so many switching defenses. And if you switch, you have to be able to create a shot and expose the switch and stuff like that. So in the way offenses are ran, they don't really run sets anymore. They run actions. So because they don't run sets anymore, the league feels like you have to have a guy who's always a threat to shoot and score.
That's a bar. I love that just because the simple fact, Josh Giddey, I used to argue with people throughout the time with the Thunder about how good Josh Giddey was. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Don't try and sleep on Giddey, bro. Number one, when the ball is in his hands, that boy makes exceptional plays and he could shoot it. It's different when you get put in the corner three, don't touch the ball for several possessions, then they want you to shoot a three. Like, that's a lot different. Some people are rhythm shooters. They like playing off the bounce. They have the ball in their hands for a few times. Then they shoot a three, as you can see. Giddey's shooting like 39 to 40 from three right now because the ball is in his hands. But, like, I'm saying, yeah, I think that, yeah, like pass first guards now, they not getting the credit anymore. And it's tough. Like, it's dying, to be honest with you. Because if you can't shoot it, they're going to be like, we can't do nothing with the pass first guard. Like, what you mean? Ray, what you got?
Yeah. No, I mean, I think it's kind of dead now, which is unfortunate. A lot of times you see, I think just with the size, I feel like now they got point guards 6'5", 6'7", some guys 6'8", bringing the ball up the court. Most of the point guards that was pass first guards are, anywhere from 6 foot to 6'3". And then, what's also kind of hurting the game is you got the guys that are 6'6" that are bucket getters, and then they're drawing a lot of attention on the defensive end, where it ain't like it's a vision of how they make how they're making passes and making plays. They just swinging it to an open guy. You know what I mean? And teams are starting to see that that's able to work. They like a bigger guard that can see over the defense, and it's unfortunate because you need that. You need them floor generals to help run the team. But I just feel like the way the game's going now is, you got to be able to shoot off the pick and roll. You got to be able to shoot the three. You got to be athletic enough to get to the basket. And, it's those smaller guard days with pass first point guards is kind of coming to an end.
Facts.
Yeah.
PG
hey, man.
But it will come back. They'll bring it back someday.
Yeah, they'll come back. It'll definitely come back.
Just
History
like playing through the post will come back too.
Facts. I like it. That's your next.
What were you saying about $1 million move? While we go to
No. He just wrote in there. I was just like, he got that $1 million. Ooh. Do you think it's hurting the game? Before Ashton goes into the next, they said, do you think it's hurting the game that we don't see more pass first guards? And it's a dying breed right now.
I'm not gonna say it's hurting the game. I'll say the game could be better to have more complete players, not having just one type of player. I think the league would be better having multiple style of players and multiple styles of play. That's what I'll say. Not that it's hurting the game. I just think the game would be better if we had guys that didn't look like lookalikes. You know, every guard, every wing, everybody on the team, they all look like twins. Every style of play is all the same. I think the league would be better if we had more variety.
Yeah, because teams don't really run offense like they used to. Like before, you had a playbook and you're running sets. You know what I mean? There's pin downs, there's all these different actions. So you had to have a ball distributor. You had to have a playmaker to get guys organized, get them in their spots. Now it's not really like that. You can just come down and play transition, or you playing pick and roll. It's quick offense. So you're not really looking for somebody that's coming down and organizing and getting guys in spots and finding them. It's like we trying to score as quick as possible. So we don't really need someone who can just set everybody up. You know, and then you got guys that are, like I said, 6'8", 6'7", 6'6", that are really handling the ball. You know what I mean? So it's like a different game where now that position is like a 3-man. You know what I mean? Like Norris and I are setting them up. Now it's like, nah, get out the way. We're in the corner. You know what I mean? Just watching them run the show. So it's
I don't like that. I missed the old time where you got that one guard to be like, yo, calm down. This is what we're running. We're running one. Everybody chill out. Calm down.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
It's over.
We missed that. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, $1 million. You ain't lying. Guys just hoop now. A lot of times you don't even know what running an act. They ain't even running nothing.
Man, one-on-one, just 5 out.
We running organized chaos. That's our offense. I'm like, organized chaos? What? That even makes sense.
At that point, what's the point of a coach?
Bro, thanks.
That's the league.
Good days right there. TJ the guy. Appreciate you on the Twitch game. Go ahead, Ashley. What's the next one real quick so we can get
okay, the next one the next one is gonna be LeBron James. There we go. LeBron James. The Lakers first off won 116-114 against the Phoenix Suns yesterday. LeBron and Dillon Brooks, if you guys haven't seen, they were kind of going back and forth through a heated exchange. Dillon ends up getting ejected, but he played a key role of helping them, come back in the fourth quarter.
Come back, that's very key.
20 points.
20 points in how many minutes?
Lakers almost gave that one away.
They came back in the fourth quarter.
7 minutes ago they were down 20, and Phoenix went on a 20-0 run and came back from that game.
That's freaking sick. So let's talk about Dillon Brooks, LeBron, and that whole game that happened yesterday. What do you guys think about that?
I like it. I like it.
NBA, you guys had a great week today.
They did. They did.
Oh my God!
They did. This is my favorite reality TV show right now.
Hey, the competition this week, man.
I love
we got the first game. We got Magic Knicks, elite game. I love that. Then we go Spurs. Then we go Spurs versus OKC. Great game. Playoff atmosphere. Then we go Dillon, Bron. Oh my God. I seen Bron blow up some screens. Hit Dillon with a check. Them two popping off, going back and forth. Like, yo.
Facts.
We don't need to kick Dillon out the game. We got to leave him in there. We got to talk to our refs. Hey, they a little chippy today. We got to let it slide. People paying big money at the game now.
And the little earbud that they have in their ears now, they need to be telling them.
You got to call them like, hey, yo, I know.
Let them rock.
We normally eject them guys. Today, we got to let them play.
Brian got away with pushing the ref last night, too.
Man, didn't he?
Bro, yeah, he got away with that. Anytime you touch the ref, that's automatic. He's supposed to automatically get ejected or get attacked. He pushed the ref out the way.
That's what $1 Million said.
Bro,
yeah,
I'm like, bro, they let this man get his.
Dillon had him turned up last night because when they play like a week ago, 10 days ago or something, and Bron never really reacts, but last night once it's like he smacked the ball down, hit him in the back of the head, hit him in the back of the neck. And when Norris talking about he went at the ref, that started everything. Running him over on the pick and roll, So it was good to see, bro. The ref shouldn't have kicked him out. It's just something that, like Norris said, a week ago, the league is kind of soft now. The refs ain't used to that. You know what I mean? That's good TV. That's good basketball, though. But that's what we need. And, I love to see every time Dillon Brooks, obviously he gets up to do this against LeBron, and now it's starting to become something, because now the games is, Dillon is hooping. You know what I mean? Before it wasn't, he wasn't getting the buckets like he's getting now, and he's able to get off like he's getting off in Phoenix. So it makes it more exciting. And, how many more times they got to play each other this year? Once or twice?
Well, I don't know, but it's about to get.
I don't know, but it was all cool.
So this was the quote from yesterday. I just like to compete, James said with the matchup on Brooks. He's going to compete. I'm going to compete. We're going to get up in each other's face. Try not to go borderline with it. I don't really take it there, but we're just competing and did that almost all the way to the end of the game. And then they said when asked if exaggerated, Brooks' contact with him with 12.2 seconds left to go to get ref's attention on the tech, he said that's definitely a tech. If it was a tech on me in the third quarter, then it was a tech on him right here too. So that's what LeBron said. Is it hard to get under LeBron's skin like that? Or is it or do you think Dillon is just one of those dudes that just be irritating?
It is kind of hard. I mean, he's an irritant, but it is kind of hard to get under LeBron's skin. But once you get under his skin, you under it,
forever.
You under it. He normally plays it cool. Like his whole career, he tries to play it, but there's certain guys that just irritants, like Lance Stevenson, like just certain guys that just get on your nerves. You know what I mean? So, and Dillon is one of those guys, but for good reason though. He's playing ball, and Brian understands that he's not doing anything Bush League or nothing out there. He's just playing hard, and because the league is not used to it. Let me tell you, what Dillon Brooks is doing was normal situation. But because this league is different now and people back down and they don't go at our stars, people not used to seeing that. And so they think that he's so different, which gives him a market, which gives him more value, which is why he can get paid and why he can be, a major piece on the team, is because everybody don't play like that. There was a time where everybody was like, that was just a normal way of playing. But because it's not anymore, it makes for great TV. It's real spicy. I love to see it. And I think Brian appreciates it as well.
Yeah, I like that. It doesn't bother him because he know that they not. He said $1 Million said it don't bother him because he know that they not on his level. He said I wish KD did. KD be doing the same. KD should just tell you though. KD be popping. What?
That dude just wanted to say something, Jordan. He just wanted to say something. Whoever that was just wanted to sound smart.
I'm like, hey, $1 Million. Honestly, bro, I've seen Kev on several occasions. Honestly. He makes your experience great if you're a fan. He gonna talk crazy. He gonna turn around and talk crazy back to you. That's that old school mode where they used to do that in the old school days, bro. To be honest with you, I rock with that. To be honest with you,
that's when he becomes the Reaper. That's when he go from KD. When you start talking crazy,
Slim Reaper.
He turns into the Slim Reaper on you.
The sniper too.
He said talk to LBJ. He said he don't talk to LBJ. He want to see him talk crazy to LBJ. That's what he said.
That ain't how they get down though. They too busy. Listen, when you got two knights going at it, you ain't got to talk. We already know you are who you are. I am who I am. Let's just get this over with. That's how that goes. When you got two silverbacks out there, like, hey, listen, bro, all that talking don't mean nothing. You are who you are. You a killer. I'm a killer. Hey, let's make the best man win. Let's just get the talking done. Let's get out the way. That's how two killers act. But when one got an advantage over the other, that's when you talk and all that. But hey, we don't gotta do no pleasantries around here. Let's get to this work. That's why they don't do
freaking weak. I'm weak. Hey,
before Ashton says the party time, last one before Ashton.
This is the last one. Go ahead, Jay.
But hold on. Do you feel like, just real quick, because I know I forgot to bring this up on the topic, the foul calls, right? Iman Shumpert said something amazing the other day. If y'all missed it, we'll have a swipe left for you. A lot of people have been complaining about the fouls in terms of like the way OKC plays. They be fouling all the time. I love what Iman said because I think this is true. Number one, when you got 5 guys that pick up the whole game and play a style the whole game, you're going to have to call it based off of that. So if a dude pressing up the whole time, a lot of times you're not going to get the foul because the whole team is doing it the whole game.
Yep.
So that's the difference. When you see a team pressing up and all that the whole time, the officiating has to be called according to how that style of defense is going. Just being honest with you. The whole team's doing it the whole time. So we complaining about the fouls and everything, like, then pick up. Mm-hmm. You saw the Spurs do it. They picking up. Great game. I wasn't tripping about the fouls. People were complaining. I was cool with it. What do y'all think on that?
You force the refs to have to adjust.
Yeah.
That's what you do. When everybody's playing that way, Iman is 100% correct, by the way, because he understands because he was one of those type of defenders anyway. But when you play hard all the time and you have a whole team that's playing hard all the time, it forces the ref to have to adjust the whistle because you can't. This is a business. You can't call 5 fouls per possession. Like, no, you're not doing that. The league will call the ref like, hey, man, listen, what are you doing? So when you all are playing that aggressive, the ref had to, swallow the whistle. He had to let some stuff go because everybody's playing that way. And I think the Spurs is like that too. They starting to be able to get to the point where they play like that. So I think he's 100% correct. And I hope the league is on notice and can get up to par and start playing that way. That way we have a lot of high leverage moments. Then you'll really see how good somebody is offensively. If you can score against OKC the way they play defense, you really got some bad work to your game.
Man. Yep. That's real. Okay, well, let's go to the next topic, man. And I think this is a perfect ender. Party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Who's this?
Girl likes to party all the time, party all the time.
Hey. First off,
who's getting turned? What specific players we talking about?
We had
what I missed. I've been gone. What I missed?
So apparently Jalen Brunson was out in Vegas until around 4 a.m. But it didn't matter because he dropped 40 and he had 59.3 field goal percentage and 40% from 3. So and they won. And then Norris sent in the chat about how Allen Iverson, not like tech, you guys. Allen Iverson dropped 55 points after partying till 6 a.m. Hey, yo, is this a cheat? Is this a cheat code?
Some guys are just built different, yo. Some guys.
Yeah, please, let's talk about this. Because I've seen some guys in there where I'm like, you shouldn't be in here with us.
Because there's some guys that try that and be playing horrible, too. So,
yeah, right.
Well, not everybody try it now. Don't lose your job because you're trying to be AI now.
Man, how's that even possible?
Some people.
It's a good way it's a good escape to get away from the game for a little bit. One night out. Just get your mind right, be a regular person, hang out with your friends. And then just get your rest. You got games at 7:30. Maybe you don't have shoot around. If you got shoot around, you come home, get you a big nap, get you a pregame meal. You be good to go. They gonna get the minutes. Now you can't be a guy that's playing 15 minutes, coming in thinking you can be out to 4 a.m. doing that. But I mean, if you could be out, it don't mean you gotta be partying, going crazy. You know what I mean? He can be out with his girl, his friends, whoever. Go to the craps table, play some blackjack. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't know. Dre's ain't there no more, so I don't know where he went at 4 a.m. You know what I mean? And then he went out there and did what he did. But like Norris said, not everybody can do it. I don't advise going out and doing it. You got to be built a certain way. Like you got to be accustomed to doing that because that ain't easy to go out there and do that after a night out like that. But I mean, hey, they're only in Vegas what 3-4 days, so. Why not?
Some people are so good at their job, though.
Shame on you for that cameraman, by the way, who took that picture. My man Jalen.
Shame on you.
Yeah, facts. Whoever took that picture, you're lame for doing that, bro. I'm gonna do that right now, bro, for real. You real lame for that,
and
dog.
Posted it too.
Jalen got a squeaky clean image, and you over here taking pictures of him at 4 a.m., bro. Go get you some shorties, dog. Dang.
Right.
4 a.m. You should be trying to figure out what shorty you going back with or whatever you want to do, bro. Why are you taking a picture of another dude? That's crazy, dog. But what? Oh my goodness.
I can't.
Tell him I go to Dre's and I score 40 in the same day.
Someone said $1 million said facts.
Some people are just great at their job, you know. That's just plain and simple. Some people are just built to hoop. Some people can stay out all night and still go teach a class. Some people can stay out all night and still get up and do a speech. Just some people are just great at what they do.
Just great.
Yeah.
That's great. Do coaches and the staff ever be tripping for real like that? Or
I thought you said would they be out too? I was about to say they be out right there too.
They can't trip unless your performance starts to dip, because you gotta think this is our job. Once the job is over, do what we want to do. We grown men. Now, if you stand out to that late and then you come into practice late, your performance is slipping on the court, then they can say something. But I mean, once you clock out, you can't tell a grown man what to do, how to live his life.
Wait, I heard it's so different with football though. Like football, they can't do nothing. Like they have security. They have security in front of the hotel. Like no one's in and out.
It's one game
they
a
got
week
that one game.
Like they got 82.
Yeah, and it's 53 players on the roster too. You got equipment, 53 players on the roster. You can't, it's a little different.
That's
JJ Redick. Me and Ray. JJ Redick said this during the game, and I 1,000% agree with this. He said it's kind of crazy watching the NFL compared to the NBA because one possession in the NFL, you can lose a game. So you lock in every possession, whereas in the NBA, you have a lot of guys where you can mess up on a few plays and be like, all right, I'll make up for it the next play. NFL, you mess up on that one possession, that costs you the whole game. Locked in at all times. A little different.
And you got to think like he said, you got one game a week, and for 5 days they going over every defense and offensive scheme. You got a game plan for everything you're trying to do. For basketball, you got to think like you might be playing 3 or 4 games a week. So you might play tonight on a Monday and then you back to back on Tuesday. You don't even got time to prepare for the next game. You going over to scout, an hour or 45 minutes before you step on the court to play. You know what I mean? So there's like that turnaround period. You don't really have time to go over every single detail you don't have a whole week to prepare for a team. So I would say like with the league, it's like, a lot of teams run the same action. You kind of stick with your principles and he's kind of going out there and hooping on a nightly basis, where in football it's like very strict, very strategic. You got to stay. I'm not saying you don't got to stay locked in and focus for basketball, but you get a little bit more leeway and freedom, I would say, on the road for sure.
And they rules are different. They can cut you, and they got 9 guarantees. So like they can put certain rules in place that players have to abide by. You can't put no. I mean, no, we're not going.
Plus a hooper, they go out, they smooth, we chilling. Football, you know what I'm saying?
They be like, hey, I'm here.
They need to just they be doing.
They make it noticeable.
That's the helmet syndrome. That's that helmet syndrome.
Yeah. A hooper, we could be ducked off in the lounge. We could be ducked off in the spot. You don't even know we're in there. I mean, but they in there letting it, lighting the place up.
They turning up.
Different.
They turning up.
Yeah, exactly.
All the way to 10.
Exactly. So
they said $1 million move. Said basketball, we rock stars.
That's because we don't wear no helmet. Everybody know what we look like. Everybody know our face and everything. Football players, that's why they go so hard when they be out, because they want to be noticed. They got that helmet syndrome. Except for the superstars, it might be a guy that's the top nickel back in the league, but nobody knows who he is because he wear a helmet. So when they go out, they like, man, hey, I'm somebody too. Like, they got that helmet syndrome.
Oh, I didn't even think about it. That is OD.
Helmet syndrome. That's true.
Bro.
That's comedy.
Hey, man. Well, that was the end of our segments today, y'all. Solid.
Appreciate y'all. Announcement for y'all. This is why it's important for y'all to comment in here. We got Keyshawn Hall averaging 20.8 points per game in college. He's coming. He's going to be here on Wednesday. We got to drop the bomb. First guest. We're going to start bringing college guests on, start bringing NBA guests on, start bringing several different guests on. We'll have him in here 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Sorry about that. I'm pretty sure Norris Cole should be excited. We got a Cleveland guy in the building. Cleveland, Ohio in the building. You know what I'm saying? I know you dating because you're going to say that and correct me, but Keyshawn Hall will be in here, live on the show. Y'all can ask y'all questions, along with ours too as well. We are not going to be afraid to put y'all questions in there for him to answer too. So shout out to that. This Wednesday, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, we will have Keyshawn Hall from Auburn in the game. Make sure y'all do y'all research on him. Has some great stories to tell. And that's just going to be the start of what we promised you guys that we're going to start bringing y'all more guests that we can have hoop conversations and really build a community with. So,
but,
yeah,
$1 Million Move said, bring a street baller on me.
Okay. All right, bet. I mean, shoot, let me look at the resume, my boy. Okay, you litty like that, my boy. Let's get it.
And then I met a Cleveland State alumni, Norris, yesterday. Benny, you did an interview with him? His name is Benny.
Benny who?
On Instagram is Ben Sternberg, but you did an interview with him. I saw it was hard. Like, it was a sit down. I think it was like either this year or whatever, but it looked good. I was like, oh, Norris, you look like you have it together.
I mean, listen.
You look like you have it together. It's crazy. I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? You look like you have it together. Do you got it together when it comes to this hoop talk or no?
Of course I do. I mean, I educate you every day, Jordan. Ray give you this Horizon League education every day.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Here we go with this Horizon. I forgot. Sorry.
Cleveland.
I think over the horizon.
Cleveland, Ohio, whatever, anything Ohio, they be riding for Norris. Like, they ride hard for Norris.
Hey, man.
I was like, I didn't know he was like that.
That's love.
Man, come on, man. Remember at Ohio? That's my name. What you mean? Immortalized that.
Oh, look, dang.
That's real. Yeah,
we working on some more guests too. We'll have one more this week, maybe two more this week. I'm working on it right now. So let us know, man. We'll have some hoop talk for you guys and some dialogue.
Definitely.
Before we leave, Norris and Ray, stay on so we could have, I'll tell you why. But yeah, appreciate you guys for joining us.
Someone was doing some push-ups.
Oh, no. Nah,
okay, we're going to end the live. We will see you guys. Much love, y'all. Have a great Monday.
Make sure y'all can.
All right.